What if healing started with listening, not medicine? What if the first step toward getting better wasn't a pill, a treatment, or a diagnosis, but a conversation? A conversation with the one who knows you better than anyone else, your own body. From the moment you were born, your body has been talking to you. It has a voice, quiet, steady, patient. It speaks through sensations, through subtle discomfort, through tension, through sudden fatigue. It tries to guide you away from danger, away from stress, away from what harms you. But in the noise of everyday life, we forget to listen. We've been taught to silence symptoms, not understand them. Headache? Take a painkiller. Anxiety? Distract yourself. Fatigue? Drink coffee. Stress? Keep going. We treat the body like a machine that must be pushed until it breaks, and then repaired quickly so we can push it again. But what if symptoms aren't interruptions? What if they're instructions? Imagine the body as a wise teacher that never uses harsh words. It simply repeats the lesson louder each time you ignore it. A small discomfort becomes a recurring tension. A recurring tension becomes inflammation. Inflammation becomes illness. Not because the body is punishing you, but because it is trying to be heard. Listening is not passive. It is the most powerful form of healing. Because when you listen, you reveal the root, and the root is where true transformation begins. Think about the moments when your body has already tried to speak. That tightness in your chest every time you say yes when you want to say no. That pressure in your stomach when something in your life feels wrong. That heaviness in your shoulders when you carry responsibilities that exhaust your soul. That tension in your jaw when you bite back emotions you're afraid to express. Your body hears every thought you don't say out loud. It responds to every emotion you refuse to feel. It holds every secret you hide, every fear you silence, every truth you avoid. But here is the remarkable thing. Your body doesn't need perfection from you. It needs attention. Healing starts the moment you stop fighting your symptoms and start asking questions. What are you trying to tell me? What am I ignoring? What part of my life is out of alignment with who I really am? Medicine can support you. Therapy can guide you. Nutrition can rebuild you. But listening connects you. It reconnects you to your internal compass, the one that never lies, never abandons you, never stops trying to guide you back to balance. Imagine a world where, before treating the migraine, you discovered the truth behind your stress. Before calming the stomach, you addressed the tension hidden in your decisions. Before fixing the skin, you acknowledged the emotions trapped beneath it. Before numbing the pain, you understood the story behind it. Because every symptom is a sentence. Every flare-up is a paragraph. Every illness is a chapter your body writes when you stop listening to the earlier pages. Listening doesn't replace medicine. It empowers it. It helps you see what triggered the imbalance in the first place. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It repairs millions of cells every second. It adapts, protects, warns, and restores. But it cannot override the choices you make without awareness. When you slow down and truly listen, healing begins in places medicine can't reach. In your boundaries, in your beliefs, in your relationships, in your pace of life, in your ability to rest, in your willingness to feel. You begin to notice the difference between real hunger and emotional hunger, between exhaustion of the body and exhaustion of the mind, between pain that needs treatment and pain that needs expression, between health as a physical state and health as alignment with your inner truth. Your body doesn't want obedience. It wants partnership. So ask yourself, When was the last time I listened? Really listened? Not to the noise of obligations, not to the voices of expectations, not to the demands of others, but to the quiet messages coming from within. Maybe the fatigue you feel isn't a weakness, but a request for rest. Maybe the anxiety isn't a flaw, but a signal that something in your life no longer fits. Maybe the pain isn't an enemy, but a guide pointing toward what needs healing on a deeper level. What if healing began not with pills, but with pauses? Not with suppression, but with awareness? Not with running away, but with turning inward? When you listen, you reclaim responsibility for your well-being. Not the kind of responsibility that feels heavy, but the kind that feels empowering, liberating, alive. Healing becomes a dialogue. Your body speaks. You respond. You adjust. You grow. This is where medicine and consciousness meet, where biology and awareness become one system, where the body stops shouting because finally it feels heard. So what if healing truly started with listening? Maybe the message you've been ignoring for months is the key to your recovery. Maybe the symptom you've been resisting is the map back to balance. Maybe the quiet inner voice you've silenced for years is the real beginning of your healing journey. And maybe today, for the first time, you will stop, take a breath, and listen.